WrestleMania 41 is this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and we got a Sin City street fight. You know they got to do it big in Vegas. We'll be live Saturday and Sunday if you don't know already. The Super Bowl of professional wrestling. Night 1 on Saturday, night 2 on Sunday, 7 p.m., 6 p.m., 4 p.m. All time zones covered. Join us live and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this match and others as we have our only stipulation match of the weekend. Hard to believe. Sin City Street Fight. Damian Priest taking on Drew McIntyre, Campion, versus the Scottish Warrior, the Scottish Psychopath, Drew McIntyre, king of the memes and king of social media. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell. Let's get into it. This feud dates back to last WrestleMania 40, so we talk about a lack of intriguing story with a lot of these matches. This has a story that dates back a year. Remember, Drew beat Seth, night 1, won the World Championship, had it for a few minutes, even put a social media post up in the middle of the match. Loses inevitably because he taunts after beating Seth, winning the title, goes over to CM Punk at the announce table, knocked off the table. Priest cashes in, second ever cash in at WrestleMania. Priest wins the title. Drew loses at Clash the Castle thanks to Punk. Priest pins him. Drew isn't able to cash in at Money in the Bank. Punk screws him. We get a situation where the Royal Rumble, Damian Priest eliminates him, and then Damian Priest even pins him at Elimination Chamber. And just as a few weeks ago, Damian Priest puts him through Royal Glass, which I'm sure we'll see in this match. Some plunder, some high spots, some excitement. This match needed a stipulation. I'm glad they gave it a stipulation. It needed a little oomph. It needed a little bit of extra intrigue, a little bit of extra excitement for the wrestling fans. And I think this will give it that. Obviously, this is a SmackDown or Raw main event, but there's history. There's a story. Drew deserves to win. Drew needs to win. If there is anyone else on this list that we can talk about this weekend on night 1 and night 2, Drew McIntyre needs to be at the top of that list of who must win. Now, is this going to be a one and done? I don't know. I don't know where Drew goes after this. I don't know where Damian Priest goes after this. It may be a little easy to forecast where Damian Priest goes because he can go right into that mid card on SmackDown for the US title. He can go right into feuds with various insert wrestler here, insert wrestler there. There are a lot of guys for him to feud with in the mid card and even dabble in the main event because he's shown over the last few years he's been fantastic. Love Damian Priest, love his work, his mic work. The backstage vignettes were cool the last couple of weeks between the two. And I think that we're heading towards the right direction with him on SmackDown. It's a good move for him to be there. He's clearly going to be one of their top baby faces. But Drew McIntyre, if Cody wins on Sunday, you can't do heel Cena and heel Drew, right? I mean, I wouldn't have minded a Drew McIntyre heel Drew against face Cena at Mania, but they even pivoted there because remember, Drew McIntyre was feuding with the Bloodline, went after Jimmy, went after Jay, went after Sammy, inevitably was going to lead to Roman. Maybe even at WrestleMania, that would have been a good payoff to that feud. Remember, Roman beat Drew at WrestleMania a few years back. Roman solo in the Bloodline cost Drew McIntyre in his home country for the World Championship at Clash of the Castle. To pay that story off and have Drew overcome all of them, eventually lead to Roman, could be the biggest win of his career on the biggest stage. Beating Roman clean in that environment would be fantastic for him and really get him back on track where he needs to be after the CM Punk feud, which was acclaimed, which was all-time great, which was the best feud in wrestling last year and one of the best Hell in a Cell matches in the modern era. But what are we doing with Drew McIntyre? Because I said before the year, if they do King in the Ring, I'll have Drew win, beat Cody at SummerSlam. Looks like we're not getting King and Queen of the Ring, so my prediction is off. What do you do with Drew? You got Clash in Paris coming up. You got SummerSlam. Does he go for the title at one of those big shows against Cody? But if Cena wins, like I said, they're not probably going to do heel versus heel. So what do you do with Drew McIntyre? Do you feud him with a returning Aleister Malachi Black? Do you feud him with a Ray Phoenix? Do you feud him with an Andrade? Do you feud him with insert wrestler here? I mean, like I said, this could be a multiple match series, but if you're starting with a street fight, kind of hard to go from anywhere from there. It seems like it's going to ultimately blow off the entire feud. But I think Drew needs to win. I think Drew must win. I think Drew will win. And I think that's the only way we need to go here. And he needs to be one of those people on that short list who must win this weekend. I put Drew, I put Naomi up there, and I'm even going to put El Grande Americano, a.k.a. Chad Gable. But let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. Where do we go with Damian Priest after this? Like I said, he needs to get back into the main event. He needs to get back into the main event footing. I think before the end of the year, he needs to be in that conversation for a world championship. The move to SmackDown, I think, was good for him. But man, we got to do something with Drew. We gotta get him back where he needs to be. He had done such great mic work, such great character work. The social media game was fantastic. I think he deserves his moment. He deserves a big win here in front of a crowd. I think he will definitely get that. And I don't know, like I said, Damian Priest, you can put him in the U.S. title picture. You can put him in various mid-card feuds, but Drew McIntyre is the main eventer, and he needs to be treated like such. He re-signed with the company. He's done fantastic work, some of the best work of his career, some of the best work in the entire business. And he's one of my favorites personally, but the story is there. The reasoning is there. Yeah, it may feel like a SmackDown or a Raw match, but the Sin City Street Fight factor will elevate it a little bit. I think they'll have one of the sleeper matches of the weekend. We'll get some nice spots, get the crowd into it. And they don't have to go out there for 20 minutes. They can go out there for 15 minutes and do their thing. And I'll be cool with that. Tell a story, have some good moments in the match, and let's go from there. Let's put Drew in that main event picture. Whatever they need to do and however they need to get him there. But sound off in the comment section. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Give it a nice Claymore kick. Let me know in the comment section how you feeling about WrestleMania Night 1, Night 2, the overall show, the build, the story. What do you think about this match? Who do you have winning? Let us know on all of our prediction videos how you feeling. Sin City Street Fight. We're going to Sin City, Vegas this Sunday, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And of course, it is the Flex Zone Podcast, the only place giving you sports how you want and when you need it. All the other previews are going to be there on the channel for you. Make sure you check us out. We got you. But I'm going with Drew McIntyre to defeat Damian Priest. Drew McIntyre, one of the individuals who must win this weekend, WrestleMania 41. We'll be here live. Can't wait to see this match and the others right here on the Flex Zone.